Hello everyone, and welcome back to Proton. So, before I get into things, I just want to take a few seconds to address why there haven't been videos, which also ties into something I want to mention about Proton. So, pretty much, I kind of missed videos for the past few weeks, and part of the reason is because I kind of got to the end game of Proton, and I just didn't really know what I wanted to do in the mod pack, which kind of made me less interested in recording, so I kind of just put it off for a few weeks. So yeah, not a very great reason, but it's kind of like one of those things I didn't want to do off camera because I knew the main thing I had to do was just make a whole bunch more Soulforged Steel. And I didn't really know where I wanted to go with that sort of thing, so I just kind of wasn't interested. And a similar thing for Ascension, or not really similar, but Ascension Hardcore, that kind of got put off because I just didn't schedule with Time Traveler when to record. Like, I actually got stuff ready and just was sitting there for like a week because I didn't check with her and see when it would work for us to sit down and record some. But that actually was recorded before this. Actually, I already have an episode of it uploaded unlisted. I'm not sure which is going to come up first. I was thinking Ascension. Anyway, you'll find out by the time this goes up, or that should tell you anyway. But yeah, I did do some work on Proton here. I have some ideas of what I want to do, but it still is an issue that I really don't know where to go in the mod pack from here, because it's one of those things, and it's something I've been struggling a lot when trying to design mod packs as well. Because in earlier versions, there were a lot of mods that had like bosses and, you know, challenges like that. But in newer versions, there really isn't a lot of that stuff anymore. Like, it's part of bigger mods, like, I think like Tragic MC or Lycanized mobs. They have like mobs and bosses. But sometimes you don't want all that stuff. And it can be hard to find a mod that just adds like a challenge to go alongside other stuff. So, in the case of Proton though, I know it's supposed to be vanilla-like, but it's just, I'm not a person who really is too interested in like killing the Ender Dragon or Wither or vanilla stuff like that, because, I mean, it has been a good bit since I did in Rediscovery. That was like a year ago now. But that's still recent enough to me that I don't want to just keep doing that, or it's something I definitely don't like doing every single series. So, yeah, that does kind of limit stuff, but, well, I did just some stuff. I moved the anvils, I prepared stuff for this episode, which we'll get to in a second. I did also make nether coal, which is, really easy to make. You get 4 of it just for coal dust and hellfire. We had a whole bunch of hellfire, so I was like, might as well. I think it burns more, or it lasts longer than normal coal too, so that's neat. Let's see. I also filled in the map over here. I was gonna make more maps and maybe do like a little map wall, but I decided one's good enough for now. I don't know, maybe we'll do that at some point, maybe we won't. And I also made cooked foods. So you have these steak dinners here, and personally I found they were a little lackluster, because if you look at the healing, it's 4 things of food, and I think that's around 5 things of saturation, whereas a normal steak actually gives more saturation and the same healing. But the benefit is you turn a carrot and a potato into higher healing food. So I think if you like to add up the healing value of all 3 of these, it would be less than 3 of these. I don't know, it was something to try anyway. I also made some chicken soup, some hearty stew, which actually does have pretty good healing values, I think. And maybe some other ones I'm not remembering right now. Anyway, I made some more of that stuff, and sort of a bunch of stuff. I crafted a bunch of stuff. I did this like 5 days ago, or at least according to the launcher, that's when I last turned on the game, or Proton anyway. And, oh, also, I commented on this, but I'm not even sure how it is set up here. Okay, so it doesn't really matter, but, see that gearbox there? When it's raining, the gearbox can break. Pickles mentioned that in the comments of one of the videos where I mentioned how I don't know what happened to it. So, that's something to watch out for, although it is already covered, so not much more I can do. I could, like, turn it off when it's raining, but that's just a lot of work. Also, I did change this to a single block order, and add some sidings there for cosmetics. And I put infinite water sources. There's a source here, and source here, so either of those, if I can reach in there and get it, like, between the chests, that will count as infinite. Anyway, so that's enough of rambling about stuff, but I don't know, if you do have suggestions of what you want to see in the series, let me know. Otherwise, it probably is not going to last that many more episodes, just because I want to try and get through the mods, and there's still a few mods left. There's still some stuff left in Better With Mods. There's still, Charset has some stuff. We did the backpack, but there's a few other things. Storage doors, I might not touch that one because I've done it before. There is extra rails. I would like to play around with that. There's also Bullseye, which I'd like to play around with, and extra alchemy. But that's really it for the mod pack, and we'll touch out all the mods. So I'm not sure how many more episodes I have left because, like I said, I don't really just want to do a whole bunch of like vanilla exploring your vanilla bosses in this because I've done that in vanilla. Yep. Anyway, so if you look in this chest, I've been busy. I made a bunch of Soulforged Steel, and we should be able to make a bunch of items with this. So let me just grab all these items out here in order so I remember what's what. We'll come back for the rest. I think most was done in here. So how is this done? Okay, so this apparently wasn't done. That has to be the... Yeah, these are both the same thing. So I think it's like that, the haft. So this is pretty much the advanced stick. It's used to make, you know, all the tools in the steel anvil, or at least most of them. I know sometimes things do that, like they glitch in the wrong spot. I don't know. Okay, you know, I actually forget what I want to make. All right. So I want to make, actually, an axe. Actually, is that the same as a diamond axe? Let me just search real quick. Yeah, the attack damage on axes are... Yeah, it's the same as a diamond axe. Axes are weird in the new versions. So that's 7 attack damage. This one is 9 attack damage. This is 9 attack damage and a little faster. And then diamond's 9 attack damage and a little faster. So, it's weird how they do it with the whole speed thing. But axes are powerful. But the reason I want this is for cutting trees, I think. I really hope I made the right thing there. But the other thing I want to make is... How do you do this? Is it like this? The battle axe. Now, I actually didn't check this. I think it's the same as a sword. So if you look here, the Soulforged Steel sword is 1.6 attack speed with 7 damage, while this is 1.6 with 10. So, compared to a diamond, you know, this is the same as a diamond sword, which wasn't too interesting. But this is a lot more damage, or 3's a lot for vanilla standards anyway. So, that's kind of powerful. But, then we also have this, and I think this is what I need to make. So, oh, and I think, that's probably just normal crafting then. There we go. So we got padding. So we put, I think it was something like that. There we go. I'm not sure if this even has JI support. No, it doesn't. So, okay, so, whew. Chest plate. Now, if I remember right, this is all the same as diamond. Let me actually just search diamond. Okay, so, toughness and 8 armor. Same as diamond. I already forgot the recipe of the other one. Same as diamond. You know, I don't think I actually made this armor before. Okay, so this is 6 on each side, and then 6 at the top. There we go. Just to confirm, same as diamond, and that's, I almost remember the recipe. Almost, but not quite. Okay. And yeah, same as diamond. So, these aren't... I don't know why that happens. It's annoying, though. Okay, so I currently just have iron armor. If I take this off and put this on... That honestly does not look that great for how long it took. Like, you think it would at least look... I think it's probably because I also have lithos for the texture, so, you know, like, this is a much nicer texture than that. Oh well. It's Soulforged Steel. It might not look that great. Just kind of like a gray blob, honestly, in the mask, or the helmets. It's okay. Oops. Went too far. But it is the same protection as diamond now. So, that's neat at least. Although, I think... Yeah, I'm not positive about this mod pack in particular, but this is 1.10, and I remember that Forge reverted the armor changes in vanilla for a few versions. I forget when they changed that, but I remember that was the thing. So even though it has the armor toughness and the rebalanced armor values, it might still count like the old armor system and not the new armor system, which is really weird because it's not very well communicated in-game. Also, that has like no use, right? You can make it, but it has no use I can see. I don't know, it's weird. So, we got new armor though. Also, I smelled down a lot of the junk armors back into ingots, so that's where a lot of that stuff went. We also got a new weapon and a new axe, and I can put those away. Now, the reason I did that, or the other thing, pretty much, is this is really costly. But it's pretty much like the most ending game thing in the entire mod pack. And you can probably guess what it is. Oh wait, it doesn't even use this. This is one of the things I think Proton never got an update, or at least not that I've seen yet. But I remember Vasky mentioned about doing an update and possibly tweaking some more recipes. This is probably one that would have been tweaked and just didn't get around to because it didn't use the haft and it didn't use the anvil, but a Soulforged Steel hammer. So this, actually, do my tours? Yeah, this doesn't place with right click. But this places torches. So pretty much it's a Tinker's Hammer, and I just wasted some of the... Well, that's a lot of durability, though. So it's a Tinker's Hammer. And honestly, I might keep a normal iron pick on me. And... God darn it. There we go. I don't like these buttons nearly as much as inventory tweaks, through the record. Okay, so I made the full armor, the battle axe, the hammer, the axe, and there are a couple other things, as you probably can guess by these couple other things. So how do I make this? So I noticed there's a composite bow. Oh, I can actually do it here. That's a lot nicer. Now, I want to test this, because I'm not sure how it works. I do have arrows. Oh, it can fire arrows. Because there is another thing in this mod pack, and yes, I want to make some arrows. Ah, there we go. Because you can make broad arrows. And that's made of broad arrowheads, which are made with nuggets. So if I do that... So... And that is used with a normal recipe. So I think I actually should go around and try and farm some feathers. I think I need that for the padding mainly, but yeah. Oh, right, you need one per, don't you? Yeah, that's really stupid. You only get one arrow per, and I don't know, I wish you could do like multiple heads, or like 3 heads make 3 arrows with only 1 feather. I don't know what else I'll need this for, though. There might be something. But I really want to test out these broad arrows. Okay, so the first thing I want to test, probably should, I honestly don't know where I'd put these, because they're a very unique item, to say the least. Okay. So I want to see if I throw back my arrows. That seems different. Yeah, that actually shows the broad arrow, doesn't it? So I take this. I'm not sure it prioritizes what arrows used. Maybe the better ones always just used? I don't know, but it seems like both bows can fire both types of arrows. I was worried the composite bow would only take broad arrows. Oh, maybe that was just a lithos thing with the textures. I don't know, I had broad arrows anyway. Now, I don't know, I think I'm going to save the broad arrows for the moment, just because they're kind of expensive, and I'm not sure how big of an increase it is. I'll try and look into it off camera. But, I think I'll at least take the new bow with me, because it wasn't that hard to make. Yeah, that's something I can make another one if needed. And at the very least, it is more durability than the normal bow, even if it doesn't have any other benefits. So, we'll see. So there are some other things I want to look into. Not sure what I heard. Sound like a creeper or something. Anyway, but that's actually topical, because the next thing I wanted to look into was tallow. So, okay, so I put any meat in the stove cauldron. Preferably pig, apparently. Or rotten flesh. That's what I want to use, because I have a good bit of rotten flesh that I don't think has any other use in this mod pack. Let's see. Nope, just tallow. Okay, so let's head down here. I don't think I changed anything down here. Oh, I left some glue in there. Left some gold in there. Which one was it? It was the cauldron. Oh, I actually saw it just went out there for a second. It's been working pretty well, though. I'm just glad I got the timing right. Also, if you notice my levels are lower, I died off camera. I was running out that way, or let me go to the map. So I'm here. I was running out like way up here, exploring around trying to kill cows and chickens for the feathers and just leather, because leather was needed for a lot of the crafting too, and I didn't have a ton of it. And while I was doing that, I saw an enderman in a cave, and I thought, oh, this should be easy. I can, you know, just safe spot him and kill him and maybe get an ender pearl, because I don't think I even have any ender pearls. I'm not sure if I need them for anything, but might as well. Yeah, enderman work different in this mod pack. It kind of teleported me out of my safe spot next to it and blinded me. There's another enderman nearby, although I don't think it aggroed him. And of course I was not able to kill the enderman before he killed me, because I was not geared. I think I even had the backpack on, maybe. I don't know. But the reason I need tallow is because you can use hellfire dust to make blasting oil. Now, with blasting oil, you can make dynamite, door, and fishing pole. Apparently it's thrown. And then with that, you can make a mining charge and also a bomb arrow. So, where'd I put the hellfire dust? There we go. Okay, so I probably should just look up dynamite, but that's paper, an explosive fuse, which is gunpowder, and that. And sawdust, which I know we have plenty of. So do we have gunpowder? Yes, we do. Might as well just use the hemp string, because it's cheaper. So let me just at least start this stuff going. Because aside from crafting this stuff, the only thing left I can think to do is go to the Nether and find a fortress, or run around and fill in maps. Neither of which sound particularly interesting to me. And sorry for the quick flash, I want to make sure I don't have anything left there. I do not. Okay, so I got the tallow. I think tallow might have some other uses. Let's look into it real quick. I feel like it should be used for candles. I feel like that might be a thing in newer Quark. Anyway. Oh, that needs to be in a cauldron. Go figure. Well, since I don't plan to really do much in the overworld, might as well just sleep now. Yeah, so this is what these episodes will kind of be for the moment. I'll probably do Nether in the next episodes, and we'll test out this stuff this episode. Okay, so I have no idea how explosive the blasting oil itself is. Oh, also, yeah, they have tables in this mod pack and benches. So I made a picnic table. It's pretty much just like I had a whole bunch of note of like, or pretty much I went through before and looked at like everything in all of these and made notes of anything new or unique to the mod pack. And I had, when I was sorting through the notes off camera, I did some of the stuff just to get it off the list. Other stuff I know to do in future episodes or look into. Like there's also clay tiles I could use for decorating and little stuff like that. Probably shouldn't have thrown blasting oil like that. I have no idea if this would even like react to fire or anything like that. Man. Also, I think I might have made 5 because I thought I only had 5 blasting oil, but I actually have more. Good thing I have another paper now though, and sawdust down here? Yes it is. Okay, and then to upgrade this we need exactly 6. That could have been bad. I just had a quick flashback to, what am I thinking of? Ascension. When I opened the chest with the fire charge in my hand, I threw the fire charge and blew up the chest. That's just quickly a flashback to my mind as I held the dynamite. I'm just like, oh no. Good thing that didn't pan out that way. I think I need a glue. And I need hemp ropes. Okay, so I guess what we should do is take the stuff down to the mine real quick. And test it there. Because if I just search dynamite. So we had the dynamite. I'm pretty sure that's a thrown explosive. Then we could also make bomb arrows, which actually I used all my feathers, didn't I? I don't know. That's something I can make in the future, because I did mention how the bullseyes in this mod pack, if I just search arrow, you can pretty much see everything that offers. So like down here, there's the egg arrow, the extinguishing arrow, the diamond arrow. There's also torch arrow and ender arrow from quark. There's dye arrows, lightning arrow, ice arrows, and I don't know. That's something I will probably just play around with a bit. Maybe find some of my favorite arrows. Not sure we'll use them. Maybe we could even do that next episode, although I don't have feathers, and I was planning to record the next episode right after this one. So that wouldn't work. But it's something I'm interested in. Okay, so we have a mining charge. And 2 mining charge actually makes TNT. Because the TNT is a pain to get in this mod pack, and I don't expect the mining charge to even be that good to begin with. But I made it. So let me just quickly put away this stuff, and I'll cut to when I'm down in the mine. Okay, so here we are down in the mine, and here's the strip mine. I don't think I ever showed where I went, but I was just strip mining. I think I just need a few diamonds, so I just went this way. I think I hit lava. I think I originally branched that way, didn't go anywhere. So I branched this way, and there's a lot of caverns here. I don't even know where half this leads anymore. I think this looped back around to when I was exploring the mine shaft. Anyway, the problem is I don't know my height because there is no F3, or the F3. I probably fumbled that a little because my pronunciation of both those words are probably a little off. But the F3 coordinate menu thing doesn't work in this mod pack. Or it was disabled by something. I forget which. I know I was told before, but I can't remember. Okay, so the first thing I think we should do is get down here and... Okay. That's a little disappointing. Actually, if I just throw the cobblestone, how much did that get? 19 blocks. Not worth it. How about this? I think this might have to hit a mob. I don't want to blow myself up, so I'm not going to do that, but... Well, I could strip mine with the hammer now if I want to strip mine a bit more. I mean, it has a ton of... Actually, let me just check something. So it's 59 durability. 50. Okay, so it does count the 3x3 as part of its durability. Darn, I was hoping that might be a benefit to it. Well, let's see if we can find a mob real quick to throw dynamite at and see how much it does. Also, do need to test out the bows at some point, but I probably won't do that on camera. We'll just see if I can find a good test subject off camera, because it's hard to get mobs where you want them. I don't really want to do it on pigmen. That's the only one I can know, because pigmen have already had some issues with me. I do not want to escalate it any further. Let's see, are there any mobs out here real quick I can throw some dynamite at? Because I thought the dynamite would work differently. Like, I thought it was just throwable TNT, pretty much. But nope, I guess I could try a horse. Poor horse. I did want to get a saddle so I could actually have a horse and then we could explore, but... Huh, does it only work with water then? Because I mentioned about fishing. Well, apparently I have no idea how dynamite works. I should ask Katori. I think he actually was throwing this stuff about before, but we didn't know how it worked. Or at least, I'm not sure if it ever exploded. He would probably remember, though. Anyway, I think that's where I'm going to end off this episode, so hopefully you enjoyed, even though it was all just crafting. In the next episode, we'll be heading back to the Nether with our new armors. I should put that on now so I don't forget. And I guess I'll have to look into what dynamite does. Oops, I actually meant to put that in the lower chest. There we go. So, yeah. But for this episode, that's where I'm going to call it. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye.